Hello everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. So, as you can see, we are in the corner of doom. It's the corner of beautiful things, but it's a very difficult corner. It just happened to be this way, and it's not the best place to film. Be that as it may, we are looking at my makeup. We might actually do some decluttering, and I forgot to take out a little bin. Here we go. And I don't know why I did not do all these other categories. For some reason, it went straight over my head. So let's get going. Okay, here we go. I hope you guys can see this well. Alright, so what we have here is what is supposed to be high-end primers, and below it is supposed to be drugstore primers, but as you can see, there are none. I need one of both. At least one drugstore and one more high-end. But right now what I have is, I don't know what this thing is. It's Jecca Black. This hails from the days of what's it called? BoxyCharm. And it's the Hydrate Primer. I don't want to open it. Just think it looks like it should. It's vegan friendly, cruelty free. Hydrate Primer instantly moisturizes and refreshes the skin. Okay, it's made in the UK. So when I finish the one I'm using now, which is a mini Merit, I will try that one. I have a mini Danessa Myric Yummy Skin in Universal, and I am so happy I have this. It feels really nice on the skin. I have to test it more on a daily basis to see exactly how it works, but what can you do? And then I have a mini of the new from Yves Saint Laurent Glow in Balm. Can't wait to try this after the Jecca Black, if the Jecca Black is any good. Okay. Everything that I'm showing you here is nothing that is in my project pan. So this is all excluding what is in my project pan. Another primer that I have is this e.l.f. Halo Glow, alternative to the Hollywood Flawless filter. And I'm trying to finish my Hollywood Flawless filter before I dive into this. It's a little orangey, but under a lighter foundation, like my Shiseido Synchro Skin. It would probably, is this actually open? Okay, it would probably be good. So I guess this is a good segue into foundations. So there we go. The Shiseido is in 150 Lace. I should have gone a little bit higher, but there you have it. Okay, this one from esteelauder, expired July 2024. It is in 2W1. Don't remember how or when I got it, but I've got it, and it's decent, but as you saw, it is actually expired. So there we go. So I got to take it out of my spreadsheet. The next one I have is my favorite in B20, Les Beige Touche de Teint from Chanel. I love this foundation. And I have the alternative from the drugstore, and I like that one too as an alternative. So there we go. I hope you get to see that properly. So love that one. Okay. This one. I'm going to declutter this one from LYS Triple Fix. I never use it. I have it in MN1. It's a decent foundation, don't get me wrong. It's just not my favorite, and it's been a long time since I've used it, and it is a little warm. A little lot for something neutral. It's very warm for a neutral foundation. So there goes that one. I have Makeup Forever HD Skin. This is the first one that came out. I have this in 1L0, whoops, I lied, 1N14, made in France. And I'm running out of room because I was not ready for this. I was about to put on my jammies and get ready for bed, but I decided, whoa. I don't like that. I don't like when things go icky. I'll have to remember to come back and clean that up. Okay. I like this foundation, but it is very warm. It's very, very warm. So, you know what? No, I'm going to put it in. I'm going to have to try it again and decide. So it's going to go in a video. Alright, and now I have Light Medium from Yensa Skin on Skin BC Foundation, BB and CC Full Coverage with SPF 40. In a foundation, SPF, as far as I'm concerned, is a waste of time because you cannot, well, you could, but there's no way you can put enough foundation for the sunscreen to do anything. This is a tad warm, but for some reason when you spread it out, it becomes less warm, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm keeping that one. It's still a beautiful one. Okay, I'll be back. Alrighty then, let's discuss the drugstore portion. I've moved something around so I can show you a little bit more of what I have. And for my purposes, I tend to put my Sephora collection in the drugstore category because of the price point. And I have one Sephora foundation, and it happens to be a powder, which I have not used often enough, and it is in 14 Neutral Linen. And it is a tad warm, but it is a beautiful foundation, and I have used a lot of powder foundations, namely IT Cosmetics, and that was a few years ago, before I knew anything about what I was doing. Another one that falls into that category is the Fit Me from Maybelline. I have it in 125 Nude Beige, and what I mean by in that category is that when I was in between my normal foundations of IT Cosmetics or Doll 10, I would go to the drugstore and pick one of those up. Now, the reason I would pick that up, funny enough, is not because I knew how good of a foundation it actually was. It's because it was the cheapest. When I was spending the $50 for the 75, depending on what the kit was from the shopping channel for the IT Cosmetics, when I wasn't using it, for some reason I had to compensate with the price of $6 when it was on sale for the Fit Me. But then I started this YouTube thing and found out that it is an amazing foundation. Now, this one is, as you can tell, quite warm, but for some reason I did use a whole lot. Like, I mean, this could probably do the whole face, But in the meantime, it is a great foundation. I bought it not too long ago, so it will stay. The same with the Sephora powder foundation. It's been around for at least a year, but I'm keeping that one. Now this one, I have tried to love it. It is a loved one on the YouTubes, but I don't. I don't. I really don't. The color is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. The color is perfect. I wish the Fit Me was this color. I might have to try another color in the Fit Me, but this color is absolutely fantastic. I just don't like the way it looks on me. I really, really don't. So, yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, True Match. Sorry, True Match. I just can't. What else do I have here? Bourjois. I love this. I cannot get this here anymore. And this one is a bit light for me. I believe it is, it's so hard to find the number, 51. I think I would need like 52.5, but I did completely finish one of these in a project pan, and I absolutely love it. This one, I'm not opening it because it has not been opened, and I am hoping to get to use it, and it's probably going to be stinky and icky, but I just cannot open it, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Bourjois, it's fantastic. If you're in Europe, get it. I love all their products. I really do. Okay. Maison Snail Repair Intensive BB Cream. I have number 23. I tend to be number 23 in anything from Asia that has that particular numbering system. If they don't have that numbering system, I'm still not quite sure. I think I might be a number 3, but we know how that works. Now it is warm, but all I need to do is add some of my e.l.f. blue color corrector to this, and it decreases the yellowness of it. But it is a fantastic BB cream. It's almost as good as the Misha. Almost, but not quite. Now, love this one. It's not as good as this one, but it's close. It's as close as we're going to get in a drugstore. I mean, this one I think is $65 now in Canada, and this one you can get it on sale for $21, $22. When I bought this, it was still brand new, so I got it for $28. But that's why I'm saying it's like the price point's the same. It's outrageous, the prices we're getting here in Canada right now. It's absolutely outrageous. And I mean, look at that. This is on my very pale skin, and you've got too many shadows going on here because I need to take a picture of the during. I've got 3 lights going on. It's actually quite funny, but yeah, I love that one. If I could only keep 4 foundations, it would be the Shiseido, the Chanel, Bourjois, and the Essence. That would be it. Love those. This one, I just used it not too long ago, and it's a great foundation. It's a BB cream. It's thick. It's very thick, and it looks good on the skin. Unfortunately, I did put too much on last time, but that's on me. I've always had a tendency to put too much, and it's great, but I don't, even the shade, and it's light medium, I believe. Yep, light medium, and it's beautiful. And I was about to declutter it. Okay, That was one I was sure I was going to declutter. But as you can tell, I'm wishy-washy. Okay. So these are the foundations that I am keeping. And let's go into this little cubby now. These are what I classify as my color correctors. I'm going to start with this one, which is technically a foundation. Technically. But I use it as a color corrector in case something is too dark. Because that's what I found. It was economical. I got it from Amazon. We got it there. I have one liquid camouflage from Catrice, green high coverage concealer, anti-redness, and I'm not letting this go. I don't use it very often. Maybe I should, but this will need next time around to be replaced, probably with an e.l.f. one because it's not young. I have e.l.f. blue color corrector in case something is too warm for my skin tone, and it's amazing. These work perfectly, which is why I would gladly replace this with the e.l.f. green color corrector. Now I have an orange color corrector in case I need to darken a foundation. And it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Again, the e.l.f. Amazing. Okay, what else is in this drawer that I need to go through? I may as well do this one. This is the small airbrush flawless setting spray, which acts like hairspray, so much so that when in between uses, because I go a fair bit of time in between uses, it sticks. It's I don't think it's going to spray right now, but let's see. No, I'm going to have to finagle it, but this is a great setting spray. If I need to go out somewhere, like that's going to happen, if I need to go out somewhere, this is one I have to use. Alright, let's get into my concealers. Okay, let's start with LYS. I don't use this. It's not, for me, it's not a bad concealer, but I'm old. So anything that, see, it's getting already into the creases. It needs to be a little bit more serumy. It is very thin. And it's a little too warm. I got a dark color, MN1. I should have gotten into the lights, but that's on me because I got it online not long after it came out. But I'm done. Okay, Pat McGrath, she gotta go. She not be young, she be too dark, LM10. And she be starting to separate. And I didn't think it was that great. I mean, look at how yellow and dark that is. That's way too much for me. And this one is thinner than Pat McGrath. I'm not even putting it into a chopping block. I have, talk about this one last. My dior is not going anywhere. It's not the greatest, 3N, but she not be going anywhere. It's a little thick. It's a little yellow, it's a little dark, but for some reason I don't want to get rid of it. I can probably use it on my face as a foundation with the blue color corrector. I should actually try that. Who was it I was watching who was doing that? Oh, it was Amanda Zed. She used two different concealers that she was testing. One of them was Rituel de Fille and the other one was the Armani. and that's what she used, was 2 different concealers. I should try that. Okay, this one has also been decluttered and brought back. Yensa. Light neutral. Great foundation. I'm not that impressed with the concealer. The concealer is great color though. Maybe I can use this. I'm not. This is so hard. I don't like having a lot around to choose, but it's still hard. Okay, NARS. I have a mini in Light 3 Honey. I haven't used this enough to really know. I need to use it more. It's a little on the warm side. I'll keep it for now. Okay. Sephora Best Skin Ever has an amazing foundation. I need to get another one of the foundation, and in a different color than what I had. Maybe I can use this one as foundation instead of concealer, because what color is it? 19.5P. I think I'll try this as a concealer. I keep forgetting to look up at my monitor, my itty bitty tiny monitor view screen. Yeah, I need to try this. Let me know if you want to see a video about that, or if I do a video before this goes up. We'll see. Now this one is a bit of a letdown. For something that you pay so much money for, you would think it would be better quality. This is B20, just like my foundation, and it's from Chanel, and it is, what do they call it? Look, just the concealer, nothing else, just concealer. It's okay. It's not life-changing. It's not, and it's nice and thin. Maybe I just don't know how to prep my skin around my eyes well enough. Okay. Now, I'm still testing this one. I got it not too long ago. It's in light medium N3, the L'Oreal True Match. Still working on it. This one is, it's new. It's brand new. So we are undecided with that one. Okay, let's see if I can do a little bit more. We are going into powders. And there we go. So I love being able to increase the amount of storage I can put in here. Here are my drugstore powders, and here are my high-end powders. And for somebody who doesn't use powders, I have a lot of them. So this is one It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder that has been on the chopping block, has been decluttered, and still ends up staying. And I need to get back to using it to see its qualities. It's been a long time since I've used it. It's not that big component, and the component is fairly full. I had it for a while, but it's 6.8 grams. So I need to get back to this and finally get some actual use out of it to see if I really need to declutter it or keep it. I have the Tatcha, the silk powder that very few people liked, and it's a mini, and I want to use it. I want to see what it's really like. As I said, for somebody who doesn't like powder, I have a lot of them, but because I use powder so sporadically, I don't get to make up my mind as to what it's like. I have another mini by Terry hyaluronic pressed hydra powder. I also have this in a loose powder, and it's been moved into my project pan. And then I still have this beautiful little powder. And if I ever go somewhere, be perfect powder to bring with me, because it doesn't make a mess when it's not in a loose form, and it's actually got a small mirror. So that is there. I also have a mini of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Powder in number 2 medium, and I have an ultra mini of this as well in my project pan. Everybody loves this powder, so I have it, and I was happy to be able to get a mini and the ultra mini. And this one, this, I actually do love it. The good grief, Armani or GOLAN? I am. This is shameful. This is very shameful. I don't remember. I'm gonna edit that out. The Givenchy powder, before it got reimagined, reformulated, and it is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful powder. I don't know why they messed with perfection. I don't get it. Why would, if something is good and people love it, why would you reformulate it? I don't know what they were thinking, but what can you do? Okay. Now we're going into, as you can see, I'm not decluttering any. Number 7, Perfect Light Powder. This was seen for a very long time as the dupe or alternative to the Hollywood Flawless Filter Powder from Charlotte Tilbury, and we don't hear about this much anymore, but I still have it. I did finish one once upon a time, and I still have this one. I can't get this here in Canada. It has to come from the US. And then I have 2 from Bourjois. This one has never even been opened, and this is Silk Edition. Softest silk cream texture, smooth pores and fine lines, and it's in 54 rose beige, and that is staying. And then I have this Silk Edition touch-up powder from Bourjois as well, and I'm going to try and keep the mirror from blinding you guys. And it comes with a little puff, and it is the translucent powder. And there we go. We shall see what happens with these powders as we go. Okay, now then, another way to maximize space, I have what we call my mascaras that are left, and below that are eyebrow products. Now at one point, because of BoxyCharm, this was full and this was full, so I got this to a manageable level, but I do want another high-end mascara, probably be Tower 28. And I don't even remember, actually funny enough, I want to try the new ABH brow mascara, because I ended up getting 3 minis ultra minis, I will say, because they're smaller than the minis, of the ABH brow mascara from Winners, and I used one up and I loved it. So I'm hoping that the new one is even better, and I would love to get that. I've got 2 $1 Billion brow pencils. I don't even know if they're in the same color, but they came from Winners. I have the set from by Beauty Bay, a brow mascara in Teddy and Buff in the pencil. I have one e.l.f. Oh, I didn't even realize I had another one. Okay, Wow Brow, and which I just finished for my project pan, and then one CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. My e.l.f. pencil will never finish because it's waxy and I don't like it, so it's going to stick around for a while, of course. And then I've got these and these. And for my 2 Little Lonely mascaras, I've got one Essence Lash Princess in waterproof, which apparently everybody loves, but I'm a little meh on the Lash Princess, but I wanted to try the waterproof because I find that it smudges. And this came with my mini bronzer, the Butter Blowout mascara. So I've never tried it. Was perfect up. Came with a beautiful mini bronzer, so why not? So there we are for drawer number 1. Not too bad for somebody who doesn't have a massive makeup collection. I have been able to declutter 3 foundations and 2 concealers, and other than this one, the rest have been around for a long time. So if I was using makeup every day, I wouldn't bother decluttering these because I know I would use them. I would get to using them. But at the stage that I'm pretty much not using makeup, even though I should, and I keep telling myself to, it's difficult. They need to go to somebody who will love them. Other than these 3, they are far too old. They need to go, but 2 of them can definitely be passed on. So not too bad. Not too bad for just the first drawer, which doesn't have that much in it. Thank you, everybody, once again, for coming to visit with me. Please leave me a comment, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. A bientôt.